are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Good. 180. What's up?
Once again, it's Irving. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but I'm sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Bucs at 11-2 now. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have... a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. There's a nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Penix. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jarrell Mooney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know the
breaks and tackles, get room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one too low. The Buccaneers at 11-2 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Rashad White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
20. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
180. Stop.
Handoff running left, Irving. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Run.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Watch out.
Irving is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Watch out.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Yeah, this pass broke it up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Good. 180.
Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To the air, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Robinson now on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Penix. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken in at the 11. A little juke. 1:52 to play until halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Open man is Ibuka. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Alert.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kings, done.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2.
Regular. What's that?
Play fake. Mayfield. He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
180. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield now. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw with Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. And that will going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Okay, ready?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 21.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. 41 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now motion left with Mooney. A play fake. Now Penix. Uncorks one for Davis. This is intercepted. Bucks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little...
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Here's Penix. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And there's a short one taken in by Atten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mayfield looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, alert 33.
They're going to look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Now Mayfield on fourth down. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the 17-yard line.
Alert, alert. 180. Done.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
180. What's up?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Hurry! 20! What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey! Hey!
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 2 yards on the play.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
There's so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Vita Vea. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Mayfield on play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
A run up the middle with Irving. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
180.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
To the air, Penix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, Irving running right. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving from 13 yards out. And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 28. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Falcons.
Now Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Atlanta.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw again is Penix. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On the give, here's Robinson. That's right. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 42 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Gonzalez to add the PAT. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's into space past the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Gould, 50 yards. And the Falcons strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 35. Bradley Pinion.
Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Harrison in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Kings! What's that?
Here's Baker. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's got this down to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. On the RPO, he'll keep it, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
43, Falcons 42. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock. 15 seconds to play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Pitts. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
48, Buccaneers 43. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. One final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility.